Do you ever wake up and you think, why am I even doing this anymore? Like you just started something with so much passion, but somewhere along the way it got murky and you just felt lost. And if that's you, I've been there. And today we're going to talk about just that and how to get back to the core of who you are, because your why, it's still there. You just have to uncover it or rediscover it. At some point, all of us have hit a wall. Maybe it's been burnout. Maybe it's a life throwing curveballs. Maybe, just maybe, you've been so busy just trying to make ends meet. I feel you, that you have forgotten what it's all even for. I have. There was this time when I personally felt like I was just existing, one foot in front of the other, music, storytelling, even the work I've done in the funeral profession. It all started feeling like just a job instead of a calling or mission or service. Putting my 2 feet on the floor felt burdensome to show up. But the thing is, your why, it doesn't disappear. It's just now buried under all of the mess and the noise. Today, we're clearing out that noise. And by the end of this video, you'll have real practical ways to reconnect with your purpose, whether you're at rock bottom or you just need a reset. If you don't laugh, you cry. Step 1, look back to move forward. First things first, you have already been here before. And what I mean by that is think back to a time when you were fired up about something, like a time where you couldn't not be doing the thing. That's the clue. Here's a challenge for you this very moment. Write down the 5 most meaningful moments in your life that you can think up. I'll wait. Pen, paper, pick your time. The things that gave you purpose. For me, for instance, it was the first time I saw a funeral director completely change a grieving family's experience. Or the first time someone told me a song that I wrote got them through a very tough time. Or the first time I realized that showing up actually matters. When you write these things down, you'll start to see a pattern. Your why, it isn't random. It's been leaving little breadcrumbs for you this entire time. 2, journal like you mean it. I get it. Journaling sounds like something an 8-year-old should do or something that you start and then forget at a retreat after 3 days. But this one is different. This is about asking just the right questions. You have a pen and paper still. Write these down. What drives me? Even when no one's watching. What's something I've always cared about, even as a kid? If I had nothing holding me back, what would I do? Don't overthink it. Just write the answers to those questions. Because sometimes the version of you from 5 years ago knew exactly what you needed long before the world got in the way. Step 3, reframe the struggles. Let's talk about something very real. What if I told you that your hardest moments weren't detours, but were part of your actual map? That sounds stupid, Nathan. I know, says the people who say they should have listened to mom. I've had seasons where I felt like everything was stacked up against me. Nothing more could go wrong. You've been there? My divorce, feeling like I wasn't enough, wondering if any of this actually mattered. But every single time, I learned something about myself that made me feel stronger, more equipped. So what if the struggle isn't actually what's blocking your why? What if it's refining it? So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Because your why is shaped in the struggle, and there's victory in it. Step number 4, find your people. You are not meant to figure this out alone. Community, it matters. So find people who remind you who you are, who see your why even when you may forget it. Because sometimes rediscovering your purpose, it's not about looking inward. It's about having the right people and community reflect it right back to you. And if you don't have those people, maybe you should start by being that person for someone else. Give, support, encourage, because I'm telling you, you'd be pretty surprised how much clarity you get when you stop focusing on self for just 1 second and you start showing up for others. Here's what I want you to do, as if I've already not told you to do enough. I want you to drop a comment and tell me one thing that makes you feel and come alive. No overthinking, just write it, type it. Because if you can name it, you can nurture it. Make a shirt. This video helped you, send it to someone who needs to hear it, and smash that subscribe button. Click the bell to be notified. Leave a big old thumbs up, and maybe comment, because that's the best way to support this channel, and we can create a community together, because we could be peoples. You could be my people. These are my people. But for now, start asking the right questions.